Drug overdoses are responsible for 129 deaths in this country every day. That's more than car wrecks or even guns. Tonight, the I-Team looks at one drug in particular, the new party drug that is flooding the Lowcountry and killing more people. News 2 investigator Rebecca Collette takes an in-depth look at the growing heroin crisis. Rebecca?
Brendan, good evening. Often the addiction starts with pain medication, but with crackdowns on how doctors write those prescriptions and how pharmacies fill them, more and more users are turning to that street drug. It's easy to obtain, it's fairly cheap, though for many it costs their life in the end. Christopher had a way of making his mom laugh. The two were close, making the move together from Michigan to South Carolina.
He was my only family here in Charleston. He was my youngest son. He was my baby.
A little boy who adored his mother, collecting rocks for her over the years and writing her notes. Keepsakes now. Chris dabbled with weed and other drugs, but Melissa never expected her son would shoot heroin.
His boss called me to let me know that he hadn't shown up for work, and I came home, and the coroner and the police were in the driveway.
Nearly 1 year ago, on February 6th, it was a Friday afternoon. North Charleston police responded to these apartments. There, they found Chris sitting in a chair with a shoestring tied around his arm. Nearby, a needle and a spoon.
I just wanted it to not be true, and he promised me he would never do this. I know he didn't mean to.
Doctors say perhaps he didn't. DHAC reports sharp increases in the number of people dying from accidental overdoses. In 2010, 4 people in Charleston County died from a heroin OD. By 2014, that number nearly quadrupled to 18. Nationally, ODs skyrocketed 244% between 2007 and 13.
This is being underreported.
Oh, it's definitely being underreported.
DEA Special Agent Robert Murphy says the drug is flooding the Lowcountry. In 2010, Charleston County deputies seized $950 worth of heroin. But in 2014, they confiscated nearly $33,000 worth of the drug.
Now it's not just a matter of, getting Johnny off marijuana or some other drug. Now it's life and death. We're trying to save kids' lives.
The drug is so pure now it can be smoked or snorted, circumventing the need for needles, which may have kept some from using in the past. MUSC Center for Drug and Alcohol Programs Director Dr. Joshua Smith says the deaths are preventable through medication that reverse the OD if caught soon enough, and through medication that treat addiction along with counseling. He explains the strength of the addiction.
The reptilian parts of the brain start to think about the drug as a survival need,
keeping users needing more and more to function. The U.S. Department of Health labeled the opioid crisis a top priority for the department, adding heroin is easily accessible, it's cheaper, and it's much stronger than pain pills. It's a truth for more and more Lowcountry families taking part in this support group called GRASP, sharing coffee and heartache.
Many different dynamics when it comes to losing someone to addiction and someone that you've been trying to help for so long and that you've been watching go down this path.
I'm not saying it's any better or worse.
Each person around this table lost a loved one, a brother, a son, a best friend, a cousin.
It's hitting all income levels, all races, all levels of society.
And Melissa says breaking the stigma of getting help is key to breaking the powerful drug's hold.
It changes your life in a way that I don't think you'll ever get over. A part of me died with him.
As for the drugs that can be used to reverse the effects of an overdose, some police departments around the country are learning to use it. Right now, Charleston County deputies aren't trained, but a spokesman there tells me it's a consideration for the future. Rebecca Collette, News 2.
Thanks, Rebecca. If you have something that you want investigated, you can contact us by emailing iteam@wcbd.com, or you can call us at 843-216-4949.
Coming up on News 2 at 6.
We're going fishing tomorrow with